Hey everyone, Senrai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 22nd episode of Sousou no Frieren. Last episode we kind of wrapped up the first part of our mage exam, first class mage exam, and as expected, our main girls passed, made it to the next round, and now we get to see kind of like what do we do next, right? While Stark just sits around being sad and lonely for a while, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. So let's jump on in and see how are things going. Three, two, one, play. Oof. A second party, fourth party, fifth party. I'm definitely going back to that later to make sure I got all those names. But for now, we just watch the episode. I don't remember if I've commented on this or not, but the way Frieren kind of like brushes off her butt after she gets off the grass, it's a nice touch. Yeah, the head patting reminds me of that scene from the last episode where uh, one of the girls, was like, "Don't head pat me." It's a free run. Of course, in reality, all girls in anime like head pats. Some are more honest about it than others, but they all like it. I've never met an anime girl that doesn't like head pats. Future enemies, yeah. That was our title. Swallow In is a great name, by the way. Just gotta throw that out there. Man, you gotta find something to do. Like go, train breaking rocks or something. I don't know. Are we gonna have an episode where it's a little arc for him before we continue with the mage exam? We might. Although I think we don't really have that many episodes left of the show in this first season, do we? Hey, they're back. He's missed you guys so much. Is it? I thought it was morning. She's that pause. Yeah, she's mad. She's got a lecture. What else? She, Farron is just the mother, at least to him. Frieren is a mother to all. What else is new? So yeah, it is like we're gonna have a bit of a chill, relaxing episode before we continue the mage stuff, which is fine. No complaints about that. Yeah, it could be. I wouldn't bet on it, but definitely could be. That's what a lantern does. Candy? What did she hand him? Looks like rocks, candy, rock candy. Just like with Frieren and pretty much everyone else. And oh, okay. His party members coming to say hi. So rude. And she just enjoying a bagel. Even though she's already eating. Eating. Okay, now, yo, that's from the preview. So that was the context. Of course, she's the one that says that childish line. Taking my sticks and leaving. Trying to trying to emotionally manipulate this man. Kitty cat. By the way, you might hear some sounds outside. Smaller kitty cat and big kitty cat. Probably mother and child. Stay away from my child. Megane-kun. Yubel. Is she gonna kill him? Does she hold a grudge? Don't be alone with this woman. She'll do it. That's not a joke. Okay, so maybe he does understand her better than I thought. A good question. Is there? I was about to say, is there? I was about to say, is there some amount of empathy there? Those are, yeah. I guess she can just do that. Oh, that leg position. Okay, very interesting. In other words, the opposite of a nerd. Yeah, I picked up on that. I feel like you should. Man, when she's quiet like that, she's somehow a lot scarier. I definitely could not be as chill as him walking near this crazy girl. That sexy, crazy girl. Calm is one thing I would not be. That sounded familiar, yeah. Let's go somewhere else. Yes, feel free, Farron. Yeah, don't bother them. We're all here to have a good time. No need to start any kind of beef. Oh wow, wow, Frieren. Where does she put that? Where does she plan to put that all? Yeah, yeah. There's so much protein. And then the flashback, yeah. Is that a cooking knife? Because that looks like a weapon. Like an adventuring weapon. Some things never change, Frieren. You don't know that. Yeah, they all say that. Gotta let my cat in. Just look how much food she has compared to like everyone else at that table. Yes, I know you're gonna want to jump in my lap, so I gotta get in the right position. He's annoying cat. If anyone does, it's Frieren does. And you too, Farron. Yeah, it's kind of inevitable, sadly. Don't get around the cord. Well, that's good. Can you imagine how much time it would take to eat all that? It would be cold before you were done. And even them went from almost killing him to going on a date together. Wow, she looks happy. Look at that hand positioning. I don't think I've ever seen her do that before. That's really cute. Like the way the shoulders are swaying, the smile. I want a gif of that. Somebody give me an animated gif of that. The more I looked at it, the more I dissected it, the cuter it became. What a great place for a picnic, that view. Birds of a feather. Also, pot calling the kettle black there. Oh, is she pouty? What happened now? Is it that time of the month? What'd you do, Frieren? Okay. Yeah, it's not really that bad, is it? Oh no. She does seem like that type, doesn't she? Frieren's actually cute when she's flustered like that. Go touch your shoulder. What do you want? Just anything in general, or would you like some Twinkies? So yeah, I'm glad we get to see what these guys are up to. Well, we only see one of them so far, but her friend has to be close by. He just always has an evil look in his face. Like he just has that like shonen battle anime antagonist sort of face. I think he just nothing's anything he can do about it. His face he was born with. There she is. I knew her girl would be around somewhere, and she's looking all. Are they out? Are they out on a date? Because she's all dressed up. No wonder she wants some female companionship. You look really good like that, though. I missed my chance to say it because she said it, but yeah, you do look cute. Why is she on her knees? Okay. Wow, she is going like as formal as possible. That's nice. She tried she tried to make the move and you just completely destroyed it. I think that's how she covers up her embarrassment. That's actually would make sense. That's my interpretation, and I'm sticking to it. Stop making him choose things. Yeah, that's just women in general. They say pick anything that that you think is good, and then they get mad at what you pick. I'm trying to think this is a small town. Who are they? We became besties during the last test. I don't know. I don't know. This cord bugged me so much. Yeah, there's just girls everywhere, man. There's a dude. You got a bro to hang out with now. It's like, please buy me dinner first. Man, he just always attracting the homos. Yeah, he was no hesitation. He was feeling uncomfortable being surrounded by girls anyway, so have an outing with the guys. It'll be fun. Well, we're not enemies anymore. Well, right now. Well, that's not true. You were very, very helpful. Slightly too slow to screenshot that. Arigato was enough to trigger the flashback. I don't know what answer you were expecting. We do have to protect that smile. All about that legacy. So we got the statues. Yeah, there's a lot of people that will definitely remember Frieren forever, including myself. Looks like a sleepover. The four of them, four giggling girls in the bedroom. This is what it's all about right here. One of the happiest looks I've ever seen on a Frieren. Glad you're in a better mood now. Yeah, let's change the subject, please. there's a title. Are we going to Hogwarts? You're not getting a tip. First class mage, 3 days. Sensei. Oh damn, that is a big deal. Yeah, the bird stayed for that one. Casually on the roof eating snacks, as you do. And they're still together, man. Are they gonna be a ship? Okay. Oh god damn, that is okay, that is messed up. That one deserves a tip for putting up with that. And they're having a good time too. Seriously, somebody give that girl a trim, like just a little bit of a trim. Yeah, it's about over. That actually, considering that was mostly a slice of life kind of episode, that actually went by quicker than the last one. I wonder why. I'll just continue to brush my cat's hair with this thingy while the ED plays. I say that, and then he just leaves. I guess he decided he had enough of that. Fair enough. Ugh. There's not really enough space for you up here. That should be a bit of a tight squeeze, but you should be able to make that work, yeah. It's really not meant for you to lay on, but I know you don't care. A gargoyle. A mimic. Please let there be another mimic. Okay, next, well, it says for the second test, you will be raiding a dungeon. Dungeon crawling is your second test. That's cool. So, not getting the dueling thing just yet. That'll probably be the next one. Like, gotta have that at some point. Just raw 1v1 me bro kind of mage test, right? So, we gotta have that at some point, surely. But for now, it looks like we're gonna do some dungeon crawling. Next episode called Conquering the Labyrinth. Meikyu Koryaku, I think is how you read the Japanese. But yeah, that's something to look forward to. I want to double check how long the show is. 28 episodes, okay. I kept thinking 26. 28, that's a bit more reasonable. That should be enough time for all of it. But yeah, that was the 22nd episode of Sousou no Frieren. Another good episode. Obviously, more of the chill slice of life sort of episode with slice of life problems like Frieren getting a little bit pouty, a little bit butthurt, a couple times in the episode, really. So honestly, she's just a high maintenance girl, right? So you never know what was gonna be that final thing that sets her off to give you the silent treatment. So we had a little bit of dealing with that in the episode, but we kind of like touched on everyone that's like, I think everyone is moving on to the next round, right? We got to see what they're doing, a little bit a glimpse at their day job or how they relax or how they celebrate, various things like that. A little bit more characterization for some of these people, so you kind of get to see a little bit how they function outside of a high stakes competitive environment. Even got to have Ubel meet up with Four Eyes, which interesting dynamic we got there, right? Like she shows up, doesn't really attack him, like binds him for a minute, but doesn't actually harm him. They get a little bit of a get to understand each other a little bit better, and then she releases him, and they just kind of hang out after that, like all of after that. Like every time we saw Yubel again, she was with him, so clearly she likes him, and he's able to handle her pretty well without getting panicky or anything like that. So yeah, she probably does find him fascinating to a degree. But yeah, Frieren side of things, they're having a good time, nice little dinner to kind of remind, kind of match what she did before with Himmel and the gang, right? Same place, similar looking plate, but apparently not quite the same flavor. As expected, with that much of a time gap, right? You can't keep things exactly the same for that long. Realistically, even if you don't want any kind of change, it that there will always be some change, Maybe one of the ingredients you use is the manufacturing process changes a little bit. Like it's almost impossible to keep things exactly the same. So that's somewhat of an unrealistic expectation. You just want to make sure that when things do change in a big way, there's a good reason for it. You don't want to be one of those progressive types that just gets caught into thinking anything new is better, anything old is worse, any change is good change. You definitely want to make sure you don't fall too deep into that because that's how societies crumble, really. But I don't want to go on to another tangent. But we we got Frieren doing. Would you call it a dance? I feel like I can't quite call it a dance, but let's just look at it again. Like, like I don't even know how to describe it. Like it's not quite enough movement to be called a dance because it's really just walking at the end of the day, walking with style. But what really gets me is just the hands. They're in such a deliberate position because that's not a natural hand position. You would never just this is how I walk, that's how my hands are when I walk. It takes a specific amount of energy to actually get them in that sort of bent position and maintain that. So it's very deliberate, obviously. So she's got that going on. but but then you have the overall swaying of the body and the shoulder movements. Like it's such a clean, smooth animation for it. And then she has a very cute smile throughout, right? And she maintains this like a nice sway to it, a nice rhythm to it as she's walking through the dark city. It just looks so good. Like I wish I had a better word to describe it. It's just so clean and smooth and cute and funny and fun and kind of and like positivity is a little bit infectious as you watch it because it's such obviously a big contrast to the poutiness she's had here and there in the episode. So you get to kind of like compare the two, and because when you see her all sad and pouty, you want her to cheer up. Assuming you don't hate the character, you want her to cheer up at some point, and then you get that through this, and it just feels very satisfying. But I could watch it do that all day. It's so close to being a dance. I can't quite justify calling it a dance, but it's like a borderline dance, really cute. If she just added like maybe just like a little bit more movement to it, maybe some footwork to it, you might be able to call it a dance. But I don't know. If what Donald Trump does is considered a dance, maybe that can be called a dance too. I don't know. But I guess we'll have philosophers to debate that. But I really liked it. Was the overall point. That was a highlight of the episode for me. No joke. And like I said, we got a little bit of everyone, including our childhood friend duo. We got to see one of them, Louis Ned, like very dressed up, very pretty. Like the color scheme, it's like her color. Like it works really well on her. It looks really good. I enjoyed Kane. I think that's her name. Getting on her knees and the hand, very much like a proposing kind of stance. I think didn't Himmel in one of the flashbacks do the same thing to Frieren, but which he of course didn't understand. But she was obviously very deliberately doing that. It was probably at least half meant just to tease her, but she had a bit of a violent reaction to it, where she usually just sits on her and pulls her hair like they're still just 10 years old. But that whole scene was great. The one-on-one stuff we get between them has always been just chef's kiss. So I'm glad we got that. Uh, yeah, Stark got to do his own thing away from the girls. Got to do some manly man stuff, which is good, because all of his party members are female. Like he's gonna want some male companionship once in a while. So as long as it doesn't go too far, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone got their letter from Hogwarts about the next round. I think. Oh yeah, before I forget, I want to screenshot this part. But they're a sleepover kind of thing where they got two beds, four girls sitting down, laughing, having a good time. Not real sleepover energy to it. I know it's not literally a sleepover, but it's the vibes it gave me. So that's how I see it. Just a very very nice smile on Freeren's face. She enjoys it as well. I still can't believe that one girl just abused the bird, just holding it by its legs upside down. He was just doing his job. That was so unwarranted. Our Street Fighter character sitting on the roof eating while she read her letter. And that pretty much was the episode. Next episode we get Dungeon Coin, and Dungeon Coin is always fun. Always a good time. Always feels much more high tension than any kind of other adventure, because when you're outside, it's not that hard to escape a bad situation, but when you're in a dungeon, like if you imagine like a cave sort of thing, there's two ways to go: towards the enemy, towards the exit. There's a decent chance that both those directions have enemies in them. Like Goblin Slayer, not to spoil Goblin Slayer, but like a cave might have like a crevice where they're hiding, so they come out while you're going forward. So you have them on both sides, and limited range for weapons, and like it can get real bad in a dungeon. So much more scary, much more high tension. So it can be pretty exciting. Gee, one final skim to see if there's anything else I wanted to touch on. A little bit of flashback of Himmel, kind of getting a little bit of his perspective on things, how that affected Frieren. Which I don't have much to say about it, but that's good to get that extra perspective. Frieren panicking because she's giving her the silent treatment. Very cute. I like that too. I keep going back to the Frieren dance that she does. Every time I look at it, it just cheers me up, man. It is like it's a work of art. But yeah, good stuff. I like the episode. I'm hyped for the next segment. And yeah, thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.